Moving up too early doesn't just cost you a pass. It can cost you confidence, momentum, and months of progress. But staying in a level too long can also stall your development. So, how do you actually know when it's time to move up? I feel like a father telling his third grader that he may have to repeat third grade again. Or do you move him up to fourth grade? Well, I'm going to try and give you some context here and let you know what I think you should do. Every amateur handler reaches this moment in time. You've had some success, maybe you had a pass, maybe you had several passes, and in fact, maybe even got a title, like in a junior title, for example. Now you're wondering, well, are we ready to move up? This is where discipline matters more than excitement. Here's the truth most amateurs don't want to hear. Passing a level does not automatically mean you've mastered it. And mastery, not emotion, should determine when to move up. Before we take a deep dive into this topic, please like and subscribe to this video and to the channel. It's very important for the YouTube algorithm so it reaches more people like yourselves. So if you found this content to be something that you need in your training program, again, please like and subscribe. The real reason amateurs move up, and let's be honest, most amateurs don't move up because they're ready. They move up because they're bored, they're proud, they want validation, they feel pressure from peers, they get one clean pass. That's not development, that's emotion. Emotion rushes level. Discipline builds mastery. Think about that, please, and let that sink in. What mastery actually means. Most amateurs think mastery means, hey, we passed. That's not mastery. Mastery means you can predict your dog's behavior. Mistakes are rare, not common. You don't need to rescue runs. The dog looks calm, not like it's trying to survive. If your pass requires saving, you didn't master the level. You survived it. And those are very different things. All right, moving on to a 4-layer readiness test. So we're taking a deeper dive into this topic. And if you're thinking about moving up, evaluate yourself using these 4 layers. So layer number 1 is technical skill. Can your dog perform all required elements consistently? Not occasionally, not on a good day, but consistently. If the skills are still fragile, complexity will definitely expose it. All right, layer number 2. Environmental stability. Has your dog succeeded in a different location, around distractions, with unfamiliar setups, and under pressure? If success only happens at home, you are not ready. Layer number 3, emotional confidence. Does your dog leave the line cleanly? Recover calmly after mistakes? Stay composed under challenge? Confidence must be stable before difficulty increases, because levels magnify weakness. Layer 4, handler discipline. This is where most advancement decisions can go wrong. Ask yourself these questions. Can I stay quiet when needed? Can I slow down under pressure? Can I accept good enough? Or do I still rush and overhandle? If you're still chaotic at this level, the next one is definitely going to expose it. Levels magnify weakness in dogs and in handlers. All right, let's move beyond the layer approach and let's talk about the cost of moving up too early. Most people think the cost is it's just a failed test, not a big deal. But it is a bigger deal than that. It's a lot bigger deal than that. When you move up too early, corrections increase. Can your dog handle that? Can you handle that? Sessions get heavier, get more difficult, and that means pressure is going to rise significantly. And under all of that, your confidence and the dog's confidence will begin to dip. Now, the dog associates the new level with stress, and that's hard to undo over time. It's easier to wait 1 month than try and rebuild over 6 months. That's perspective. The cost of staying too long. Now let's balance out this topic, because staying too long has its consequences as well. If you dominate a level for too long, what's going to happen? The dog will get bored. You and your dog's precision is going to soften. You stop growing as a handler. You avoid challenge instead of seeking it out. Progress requires challenge, but challenge should stretch you, not overwhelm you. So let's give you a 30-day rule. Here's the rule I personally will follow. If I can confidently say, we've mastered this level for 30 days, not 1 day, not 1 weekend, 30 days of consistent, calm performance, then I consider possibly moving up. If I hesitate when I say that, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here for possibly another 30 days. That rule alone prevents emotional decisions. Simulate before you commit. Before you enter the next level, simulate it in training. Run the full entire sequence if you can. Try and add some environmental pressure, like group training, for example. Have a lot of folks running around. Recreate test-like scenarios. If it feels controlled, you're probably very close to moving up. If it feels chaotic at all, well, you're probably not ready. The test should confirm readiness, not reveal weakness. Ambition versus development. Ambition says, hey, let's try it. Development says, let's master it. There is no trophy for moving up the fastest. The goal isn't to reach the next level as fast as you can. The goal is to belong there. And belonging requires great discipline. If you're unsure right now whether to move up, ask yourself some more questions. Does it feel predictable? Does it feel calm? Does it feel repeatable? If you answer yes, then you probably can move up confidently. If the answer is maybe, well, you need to stay where you're at and continue to train and build you and your dog. Steady development always beats rushed advancement. The best amateur teams don't move up because they're restless. They move up because they're ready. That's discipline. If you found this video helpful, please check out the video on building confidence in your dog. How ill-timed corrections can have a big impact on your dog's confidence, and it's a great topic to help you advance into your retriever training. So check that out. I don't know if it's on this side or that side, but there's going to be a little thing you can click on. So remember, if you're an amateur handler who values long-term development over short-term excitement, subscribe. This channel exists to help build real masters. And remember, train like an amateur, but think like a pro.